It's all here. I got you. I got you now.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yeah. ASUS, you know the brand ASUS, they claim to support their little Republic of Gamers, but I know the truth. It's all right here. I've been sitting on this for months, and I was just gonna let it slide, but now they've got this new like little Xbox handheld coming out, and my butt hurts so bad. These devices are ending lives. I'm gonna prove it. I'll prove it to you. I have it. It's fucking Geek Squad. Let me prove it. Give me a chance. Meet Jacob, a little-known YouTuber and a troubled young man, although perhaps those two things go hand in hand. What you just saw was the last footage we recovered of a man at the end of his rope. In tonight's special, we will investigate the source of his ire. Is it true that a handheld gaming PC is capable of causing such pain? Is it worth upgrading a device that might just kill you? It starts with a need. This is the ASUS ROG Ally Z1 Extreme, and you can find it pretty easily for under 500 bucks, even less if you're willing to go used or refurbished. I picked this up earlier this year new for 450 bucks from Best Buy. Right off the bat, let me spoil this by saying this product has issues. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a fascinating product. In a vacuum, it's pretty perfect, and it could even be the future of the PC gaming medium. But for me, honestly, I bought this because I just wished that I could play my PC games on my Switch. I'm just a fan of that handheld form factor. So I've had a blast owning and testing this unit. I have some complaints that I'll get into, but I don't know. I ran across this like medical study this morning. I'll probably edit this out. I found this medical study that has, I think, some poor implications for ASUS and the ROG Ally. Honestly, pretty valid health concerns. Not really the place in a review video, right? This is just a fun review video. So I'm gonna drop that. Jacob appeared to be reviewing this product in his own confused way. Though this gadget had been on the market for 2 years, these resurfaced tapes paint a picture of desperation. Context tells us that the price points of 2025's newest gaming handhelds were upsetting. But something more troubled Jacob's soul. A betrayal of sorts. His wife sat down with us to reflect on the weeks leading up to his disappearance.
I was happy for him at first. He loves video games, and I thought it would just be like the Nintendo Switch.
But what she didn't realize was the sheer size of her husband's PC gaming library, compiled, organized, and largely ignored over the last 15 years. There are a lot of things about this that are great. The built-in controller is lovely to use, the joysticks are good, the buttons are tactile, everything you would want out of a controller on a handheld gaming PC, because it's not like you can very easily replace this stuff. You can upgrade the storage though pretty easily. I doubled the storage almost right away. The battery can also be upgraded, but a lot less easily. But honestly, the battery life is worth talking about. It's really not that great. Like if you're playing a beefy game like Elden Ring or Clair Obscur or anything like that, you're maybe getting like an hour, give or take. And for me, I primarily use this device in the best room in the house for gaming, the bathroom. And it kind of works out for me because like an hour into my gaming session, the battery on the ROG Ally dies and my legs are completely numb, and you know, that's how I know it's time to get back to my day and be done, you know, gaming in the bathroom. It's so cool, dude. It's so great. For some games that are only needing, you know, like 10 to 15 watts of power, you can go like 2.5 hours pretty easily. Things like Hades, Balatro, FTL, Oxenfree, there are a lot of ways that you can get 2+ hours of gaming out of this device and still have a great time with it. I'm out of light. I'm gonna have to pick this back up tomorrow. I got some gaming on the toilet to do. Woo! I've scoured every fucking inch of this product manual, and nowhere does it mention bathroom-related injuries. Nowhere. We sat down with a doctor to review the validity of Jacob's concerns. Many have tried to deflect concerns by saying that the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme isn't powerful enough to truly capture gamers with the most powerful games. Your thoughts?
Well, we are fortunate that it isn't capable of high-end graphics as much as the ROG Ally X. Otherwise, the scale of time wasted would be... You would need an economist in this seat rather than a doctor.
The suggestion that the only games that are addictive or worth playing are the prettiest ones is unfair. But beyond that, our analysts have confirmed that the following games run perfectly well on this device: Skyrim, The Witcher 3, Marvel Rivals, Elden Ring, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, The Division 2, Fallout 4, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I could go on. It's perhaps not the fastest, but it's dependably adequate for most releases. Your reaction to that?
Did you say Elden Ring?
On paper, this device pretty handily beats its best-selling rival, the Steam Deck. In reality, though, the performance gains are somewhat diminished by Windows 11 being bloated enough to evacuate a beachfront. Users can install Steam OS for the performance benefits if you want to futz with that, or they can install a Linux-based OS like Bazite if you have the patience and the confidence. But Windows does have some perks. I wanted the flexibility and different game launcher support, and I didn't really want to have to tinker with things that are out of my depth. More than anything, I stuck with Windows 11 for the cold, cruel familiarity of its inner workings. The devil you know, so they say. This level of Stockholm Syndrome is common with PC gamers. Although hope glimmers in the advancement of alternatives like Steam OS and the upcoming Xbox Ally OS, which offers a stripped-down version of Windows and a UX tailored for gaming handhelds.
Don't you get it yet? A longer battery, a smoother interface? They want us on the toilet longer. Ask yourself why.
Microsoft does actually have something pretty cool up its sleeve for this device. Obviously, Windows 11 is not the ideal user interface for a handheld gaming PC, so there is actually this Xbox-skinned, pared-down version of Windows 11 that's going to come out. It's coming out with their new handheld gaming devices, but it will also be made available for these older ASUS gaming handheld devices. So the ROG Ally and the ROG Ally X with those first-generation Z chips from AMD will be able to benefit from that new version of Windows, which is going to be great. There's going to be an emphasis on much less bloat and having a smoother user interface. It's sort of Microsoft admitting that Windows was never really right for devices like these.
Are you saying it's only going to get better and easier to use 2 years after being released?
That's the leading theory, yes.
Oh.
Of course, the ever-present question remains of which owners are most justified in this purchase. For roughly $500, Jacob bought himself the opportunity to play his PC games at his desk, in his bed, and in his bed next to his desk. Hey love, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Don't wait up.
He would keep leaning over to me on the couch, showing me low-res versions of his PC games, going, "Look, look, babe!"
I'm just having so much fun gaming with this thing in all the places that I wasn't able to game before. It's incredible. This purchase surely felt hollow until he embarked on a series of trips. Planes, trains, and automobiles are the perfect venue for this endeavor. And when paired with a head-mounted display like the X-Real Air 2 Pro, offers a sense of PC gaming elitism even while on the go. I am having a gamer moment. Don't read into that. But this is so cool. I can play all of my favorite games on my preferred system, which is, Windows gaming PC, on a device with a great built-in controller, and then I have this amazing and perfectly private head-mounted display. I am ready to jet set. Put me on an airplane. Stat. More than anything, though, Jacob played video games in the bathroom. The thought that unraveled him first occurred to him during a 128-player conquest match of Battlefield 2042.
I wonder if this is unhealthy. Honestly, I think I'm in too deep. I'm aware of the danger and I'm not a courageous person, but I'm still gaming on the toilet. It's precious to me. But I've started hearing voices in the bathroom fans. I'm hearing voices in the ROG Ally fans. I think it's ASUS. I think they're onto me. I think they're angry. It only happens if I play something really beefy, so I've just kept grinding the same Elden Ring area waiting to hear them again.
Oftentimes, the better the tech, the worse it is for your health. Jacob drafted legal filings against ASUS's gaming division several weeks ago, but hasn't followed up on any request for comment. I really do like this device. There are ways that it's limiting, primarily the battery, but this product lineup has been updated for 2025. Those are the two devices that I was mentioning earlier. It will be the ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X. Xbox continues with its fascinating naming schemes. But like I said, you can get this device for $400 or so, and the new Xbox ROG Ally is coming out at $600. And this new device has a Z2A chipset, and it is kind of barely more powerful than the Z1 Extreme that you have in the ROG Ally. So the new ROG Xbox Ally, I'm not too sure who it's for, because you're paying more for something that's barely an upgrade over what is already on the market. And then, of course, there is the fancier one, the ROG Xbox Ally X. But it's like $1,000. Who's paying that? Who wants a gaming handheld so badly that they're gonna pay? All right. If you're subscribed to me and you're rich enough to afford the ROG Xbox Ally X, consider gifting me one so that I can review it, because I can't fathom paying $1,000 for a handheld gaming PC. Am I crazy? The Xbox Ally X is about a 20% performance gain over the Z1 Extreme. But again, it costs $1,000, so is the difference of like $500 or $600, is that worth a 20% performance gain? Maybe PC gamers have been like habituated into believing that when it comes to graphics cards. I will say the only tempting thing about an upgrade is the battery life, because the battery life is pretty shrimpy. It's not very good. Oh, battery. I need more. No, more. 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 Of course, it wasn't until he discovered the prevalence of high-capacity, high-powered battery banks that the problem escalated.
Well, changing your diet only goes so far when addressing pudendal nerve blocks and arterial embolization. Perhaps the occasional sits back.
Doctor, what about patients using an Anchor 737 power bank?
I would have to refer you to a surgeon, I'm afraid. I have to go, please. Censor my face,
It wasn't until we had paid our full health deductible on creams and rubber band ligations
Don't Google that! Don't Google rubber band like
that
it!
I realized how serious the problem was.
You've been in there for 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up now.
You said that 2 hours ago.
It's not really the kind of game I can pause. Plus the battery's almost dead anyways. It's fine.
You see, Jacob set out to answer 3 simple questions. Is a 2-year-old handheld still worth reviewing? Can software updates breathe new life into aging hardware? And when is an upgrade truly necessary? But somewhere between the Z1 Extreme and the promise of that Xbox skin Windows interface, between $500 and $1,000, between 1 hour of battery life and 3, Jacob discovered that the most dangerous upgrade isn't to your device, it's to your habits. Technology promises freedom, the ability to game anywhere. Perhaps this freedom comes at a price. What happens when the bathroom becomes not just a gaming room, but a prison with no exit? Somewhere in the dimension between battery life and real life, between high scores and bed sores, Jacob may still be playing, still reviewing, still sitting. So, before you upgrade, before you extend that battery life, before you plug in that power bank, ask yourself, can you afford the true cost of portable gaming?